Learning to drive like a police officer takes skill and hours of training behind the wheel. But as the Pima County Sheriff's Department slowly updates its fleet from the Crown Victoria model to SUVs, the driver training for new recruits is changing as well. 9 on Your Side's Ricky Mitchell rode along with the recruits as they took to the track.
They get into a real life situation. They have to drive with lights and sirens. Their adrenaline's going.
It's all about learning how to drive in an emergency.
This driving is for stressful driving. It's not for everyday driving.
Deputy Mo Othick with the Pima County Sheriff's Department has taught new recruits how to drive for 10 years and says it involves learning how to drive both offensively and defensively.
We teach them go deep and wide in the turns and also shuffle steering where our hands are at 3 and 9. And then when we come up to a turn like this one right here, we position ourselves deep into the turn and our hands never cross over.
With the sheriff's fleet transitioning to SUVs, Deputy Othick says they no longer teach new recruits how to perform a J-turn, a quick maneuver that involves driving in reverse before yanking the steering wheel to turn.
Most agencies are going to the higher profile vehicles away from the Crown Victorias, and the Tahoes flip easier.
Recruits spend 40 hours learning these driving skills. We rode along with George Denneman as he took a few practice laps.
Completely different than what I'm used to, so it's almost like having to try to learn to walk again.
To pass the 10-turn course, recruits have to complete 1 lap in less than 1 minute and 20 seconds. Hitting a cone results in a 2-second penalty.
One of the instructors sits in your passenger side and he's staring at your hands, making sure that you do everything right. There's a little bit of pressure there, but you get a little bit more relaxed the more you do it.
Even though it looks extreme, Deputy Othick says this is something these new deputies will use almost on a daily basis.
We get their adrenaline going, get them used to that, and then they know their limits at that point, and they know how to control the car.
And the driver training comes during week 12 of the academy. Recruits go through 20 weeks of academy training and then 4 weeks of advanced training before they officially go on patrol. Stella?